The Department of Education reports that individuals in the United States owe a staggering $1.7 trillion in student loans. While the loan forgiveness plan was met with anticipation, it was not surprising to some when the Supreme Court ruled against it. Welcome to Serious Coinage, in which we will share the recent Supreme Court decision to reject President Joe Biden's proposal to forgive all student debt. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into the implications of the Supreme Court ruling and discuss potential future developments surrounding student loan forgiveness. But before we start, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for regular updates. Let's get started. One program that can assist borrowers in overcoming delinquency is the Fresh Start program. This program can help individuals who are falling behind on their payments, making them eligible for the new repayment plan based on their salary. While the debt forgiveness may not be as promised, participants in the income-driven repayment plan will still be eligible for a one-time reduction in their payment amount. In today's uncertain economy, joining a repayment program based on your salary is a smart move, with the hope for better times in the future. Unfortunately, not all borrowers are eligible for assistance. The Department of Education quietly eliminated older federal family education loans and Perkins loans from Biden's recovery proposal, leaving around 800,000 borrowers without support. This includes borrowers like Chris and Bridget Kennedy, who are educators in South Carolina and have already paid back more than twice the amount they borrowed. The Kennedys have faced various challenges, including being told they both need to have cancer to qualify for interest payment relief. Although the Supreme Court invalidated the student loan forgiveness program, conversations on this topic will persist. President Joe Biden remains determined to find solutions and provide relief from student debt. According to the Department of Education of the United States government, individuals owe the government a total of $1.7 trillion in student loans. In order for borrowers to avoid falling victim to scammers, it is recommended that they visit the website for federal student aid, studentaid.gov, and update their information there. This is a program known as the Fresh Start program that can assist you in getting out of daily delinquency if you find yourself falling behind on your payments. Because of this, you are now qualified to participate in the new repayment plan that President Biden described, which takes into account your salary. Even if the debt forgiveness won't be $20,000 as promised, customers who are participating in an income-driven repayment plan will be eligible for a one-time reduction to their payment amount. In this economy, with significant inflation, it is still a smart idea to join a repayment program that is based on your salary and hope for better times in the future. Following the ruling handed down by the Supreme Court, many debtors are pondering what steps they should do next. Some borrowers, like Graham Strickland from Raleigh, North Carolina, believe that it has become a cultural war issue, which is one of the reasons why the loan forgiveness plan is unlikely to be passed by Congress. To attend UNC Chapel Hill, Strickland took out federal loans in the amount of $30,000, which is around the national average for the cost of a bachelor's degree from a public university. Because of the pandemic, he hasn't given any thought to making his loan installments or paying his interest since he graduated in 2020. Strickland is disheartened that his student loans will not be forgiven, despite the fact that he has come to terms with the fact that he will need to resume making payments in the fall. Carolina Rodriguez, who works at the Education Debt Consumer Assistance Program in New York, observed that debtors such as Strickland feel discouraged and have lost trust in the lending institution. Income-driven repayment plans, IDR, and other loan forgiveness schemes like Public Service Loan Forgiveness, PSLF, are becoming increasingly popular options for debtors. According to Rodriguez, in the past 2 years, there have been a lot of revisions and extensions, so borrowers are used to having to make alterations at the very last minute. Because some borrowers still don't believe they have to plan for loan payback, She anticipates receiving an increased number of calls as the summer draws to a close and payments resume. Michael J. Petrilli, president of the conservative Thomas B. Fordham Institute, has consistently opposed the plan proposed by Joe Biden to cancel student loans. He believes that it is deceptive to forgive loans for practically everyone and that doing so could put at jeopardy the goodwill that can be gained by targeted loan forgiveness. Borrowers like Ariana Collier from San Antonio, who referred to the payment delay as a gift, might now anticipate having less money and experiencing increased financial stress as a result of the delay. Collier was able to switch occupations and pay off her automobile thanks to the break in payments, but she is still responsible for more than $30,000 in student loan debt. She is frustrated with the government because she believes that these loans will be a burden on her for the rest of her life. Because the Department of Education eliminated older federal family education loans, FFEL, and Perkins loans from Biden's recovery proposal in a stealthy manner, about 800,000 borrowers will not be eligible for assistance. Chris and Bridget Kennedy, both educators in the state of South Carolina, were not allowed to participate because they had FFEL loans. They believe that it is their responsibility to repay the loans, despite the fact that they have already paid back more than twice as much as they originally borrowed. The Kennedys have had a lot of trouble with their loans, including the fact that they were told both of them need to have cancer in order to be eligible for a respite in their interest payments. The Supreme Court has decided that the Obama administration cannot cancel student loans unless it first receives authorization from Congress. It was determined at the HEROES Act, which put an indefinite hold on payments for student loans during the COVID-19 pandemic, was not sufficient to deal with major national emergencies. The court stated that the approval of any comprehensive proposal to cancel debts must come from Congress. On the 1st of September in 2023, interest will begin to be charged once more on federal student loans, and payments will formally get back on track in October of the same year. It is recommended that borrowers keep their loan servicer information up to date and get a head start on planning their loan payments. When it comes time for borrowers to start making payments again, President Biden has promised a 12-month on-ramp period to assist them. During this time, you will be required to make monthly payments. However, you will not get any bills, and any payments that you miss won't have an impact on your credit for a full year. After the on-ramp period has ended, you will be able to submit an application for a deferral or forbearance of payment if you are having trouble meeting your financial obligations. The Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program was modified by the administration of President Joe Biden to facilitate the repayment of student loans by those who work in the public sector. Borrowers who are having difficulty making their monthly financial obligations should consider participating in the revised Pay-As-You-Earn plan or one of the other income-driven repayment plans. According to Biden, students won't be required to pay more than 5% of their income over and above what they owe on their student loans. In spite of the fact that the Supreme Court invalidated the student loan forgiveness program, conversations regarding the subject will carry on. The President of the United States, Joe Biden, is unyielding in his pursuit of a novel approach to alleviating the financial burdens placed on borrowers, and he has requested that his staff investigates the possibilities presented by the Higher Education Act. Biden has stated that, despite this setback, he will do all in his power to provide relief from student debt and assist borrowers in realizing their goals, since he believes that doing so is beneficial for the economy as well as the nation as a whole. Thank you for joining us today as we discuss the crucial topic of student loan debt forgiveness and its impact on borrowers. It's evident that this decision holds significant weight for countless individuals striving to build a brighter future. Share your thoughts also in the comments section. Together, let's continue to seek solutions that promote financial stability and support the dreams and aspirations of students and graduates alike. That's it for today, and we'll see you next time.